I'm happy to welcome you to this session on the historical significance of the election of 2008, which we've just experienced. I'm Eric Foner, and I'm going to serve as the chair of this, moderator of this session. And in a minute, I will introduce all 6 of our distinguished panelists, each of whom will speak for about 10 minutes, and then we will have opportunity for discussion and exchange of ideas. We will get going in a minute, but I must begin with a story many of you may have heard, probably apocryphal, that somebody asked Chu Enlai when he was Prime Minister of China, what is the historical significance of the French Revolution? And he answered, "It's too soon to tell." Now this long historical perspective has not deterred journalists, pundits, and many others from commenting immediately on the historical significance of the recent election. As you all know, President-elect Obama has been compared to Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt. They're trying to find a president who he is more or less equivalent to, or an election that this past election sort of brings to mind from American history. Is 2008 the same as 1800 and 1860 and 1896 and 1932 and others? In other words, these critical elections that really change the way America is governed for a generation or more? Or should we really compare Obama to Franklin Pierce, for example? Probably no one has made that comparison yet. Whose election was a change of party, but didn't really alter the way the government functioned. How historic is this election? That's really the question that we are going to try to answer. It's maybe a little premature, but we feel historians have to get their voices in this discussion as well as everybody else. So the panelists, or the speakers who will be discussing this, I'm going to just briefly introduce each of them at the beginning, and then they will speak in alphabetical order for want of any other logical way of having them speak.